My wife of 15 plus years cheated and found out my twins aren't mine. So I told the affair partner's wife everything and humiliated them. I, 44 male, and my wife, 39 female, have been married for 15 plus years. Had stopped at 4 kids, but we got surprise baby due December. My wife hasn't been pregnant in 5 years, so this was a big deal for her and me. So she's constantly talking about it, telling everyone, and that's fine. She's excited. But it becomes a problem when she brings it up in inappropriate situations. For example, a child in our town had unfortunately passed away in a hit and run, and at the vigil, my wife said something along the lines of, "I'm so thankful that our baby is okay. I couldn't live with myself if this vigil was for one of our children or the baby." I know for a fact that a few people heard her because they shot us the dirty look and scoffed. I love my wife, I do. But there are some things you don't frickin' say, especially when a couple is mourning their dead child. But this post isn't about that situation. It's about something else entirely. My brother married a woman who immigrated from Iran a little over 8 years ago. She's a lovely woman and happy to have her be a part of the family. Now, if any of you know about the protest that I ran, you can get the idea on where this is going. My sister-in-law has been so anxious and having breakdowns because she hasn't been able to reach some of her family members. She has members of her family who have been protesting, female and male relatives. After the news of Serena as male Zeta, rest in peace, got to her, she deteriorated even more. She's been crying, not eating, no showers, etc. She cut off all of her hair to show support. But my sister-in-law just really needs to see that her family is okay. My wife and I went over there. We brought some meals and my brother and I were going to give the ladies a spa day. In the middle of eating, my sister-in-law begins to cry silently. And while my brother is consoling her, my wife goes in to say this, "Sister-in-law, I know how you're feeling. This pregnancy has been hard. It's hard to eat, and I cry that something might go wrong because of my age. But both of us will make it through this. Now let's go to the salon and do something about that hair." My wife had a genuine smile on her face. My sister-in-law began to cry even harder. I said sorry to them. I shared my wife out of their house and got into the car fuming. My wife noticed I was upset and asked why, and I said, "Stop making everything about you in this pregnancy. Sister-in-law is having night terrors because of what's happening in her country. We're sick that her own family members may possibly die for protesting. Yet you go and compare her issue to your pregnancy together." My wife tried to explain her reasoning and saying she was just trying to make her feel better. How the hell was commenting on her hair and comparing your pregnancy to the process in Iran going to make her feel better? My wife continued to say she did nothing wrong, but there was a time and a place for everything. My wife took off to her parents and I've been getting calls left and right from my in-laws for not caring about my wife's pregnancy. Am I the a-hole? Update. Married for nearly 2 decades. For kids with another on the way, just found out she's cheating on me via our oldest child. How to forgive and get past this. I, male 44, recently found out my wife, female 39, who is due in December, has been cheating on me. The person who found out about the affairs is my 14-year-old. It's been a couple of days, but I'm still reeling from all this. I finally went through the evidence, and the affair has been going on for at least 4+ years. I haven't told my wife I know about her affair, but I plan on doing it soon, possibly after the baby is born. While it may not be my child, I still have so much love for this woman, don't want to cause any harm. I know that I should probably start looking into a solicitor, separating our finances, and collecting even more evidence. But I stupidly want to try to fix this, or at least not hate and love her at the same time. I plan on lying to my daughter to cover it up for her mother, but my daughter is a smart cookie. There's no way she'd actually believe it. How do I navigate my way through something like this? I don't want to be filled with hatred and let our kids see it. Once I initiate this divorce, all of our lives will turn upside down. I just don't want this to ruin our kids. If I do a DNA test on the girls, I know it would probably hurt them. We have 4 kids, all girls, 14, 10, 5, and 5. There's a slight chance the twins may not be my children. Just typing this makes my head hurt. I've been calling out of work, but I need to get my head on straight. 1 month later update. The twins are not mine, and neither is the newborn. I've confronted my wife. She was remorseful, but she doesn't regret it. She loves him. Her parents knew about the affair. They discovered it long before I did. They had been helping them by having my wife, soon-to-be ex-wife, and her affair partner meet at their home. Why were her parents helping her instead of being decent people? They didn't want the risk of being humiliated. Her parents, basically entire family, is heavily involved in the church in our town. Also didn't want to separate the twins from the real dad. 14-year-old and 10-year-old are staying with my brother and sister-in-law. I don't have the strength to be able to take care of them right now. They hate their mother and refuse to speak to her. They're both in therapy. I am too. I tried to take the twins so they could be with their sisters. But my wife put up plenty of resistance. She was begging me. I'm positive affair partner is with her at the moment. Seen his car heading towards my in-laws' house as I left. A affair partner was also married. I've been in contact with his wife, and she said she's filing for divorce. I haven't asked her if a affair partner has tried to work things out, and frankly I don't care. F him. F my wife. F my stupid in-laws. I always thought in-laws were uptight a-holes anyway. I'm glad they're all being ostracized. Mother-in-law and father-in-law have been kicked out of the church, and from the looks of the church's social media page, they deleted anything related to them. I'm glad they're being humiliated. The one thing they feared the effing most is happening. Mother-in-law called me crying, wanting me to clear the situation up. What is there to clear up? Father-in-law wanted me to work things out, but I simply asked him if it was him in this situation. Would he be working things out? He answered with silence before hanging up. Wife has been trying to reach out to me. I refuse to answer her. I get just a tiny bit happy seeing how frantic she is to contact me. I don't know what she wants, and I don't want to speak to her anytime soon. I know I'll eventually have to. Before I got the results, I was ready to take her to court and get custody of the twins.
I'm pathetic.
Going to work is a struggle. My coworkers look at me with pity. I don't even grocery shop anymore. I can feel everyone looking and whispering. I've lost about 15 pounds since this whole thing came to light. I can barely get any sleep. Therapy is not helping. This has been the worst year of my life. I wish I had kept my mouth shut in the car a few months ago. If I had then, I'd be enjoying time with the newborn and decorating the house. The house is silent. It should be loud with my daughters laughing and arguing. I should be changing a diaper. I should be hearing my wife try to outperform Mariah Carey. The house should smell sweet and be warm. Dirty diapers should be in a trash bag waiting to be thrown out. I should be smiling and laughing. This house should be filled with happiness and life. Now it's just cold, empty, and quiet. Everything I did was for nothing. I had a sad childhood. I wanted a happy adulthood. I can't even seem to effing win. I always lose. I don't feel like a man. I don't even feel human. Second cheating story. Busted my wife today big time. Not sure how to proceed. We've been together almost 20 years, 14 married. We have 2 sets of twins ages 4 and 5. I'm seriously not sure what the actual F she was thinking. We just moved from a state we lived in for 12 years, and where both sets of twins were born, to what has seemed like a really great place until today. Filled with promise and outlook, and now it's all come to a screeching halt. I guess the one positive, as far as I know, I don't trust what she says now. She hasn't slept with anyone. She's only texted apparently, which includes sending completely nude video and pics to all sorts and numbers of effing loser pieces of shit. I feel so bad for our children. I would be gone already if it weren't for the kids. I will never leave my children high and dry. I have their backs always and forever. It's really effed because I can't just leave our life as it is. So I have to be in the same house with her right now, etc. until something concrete is figured out or decided. I am so lost. I have no idea what the best option is. I am so invested in the institution of marriage. I hate seeing divorces. Marriage is work no matter what. Knowing that children get damaged by the idiotic decisions of adults is so hard to watch. And now I fear my family is in that exact circumstance. I want to save things, and at the same time, I don't want to ever look at her again. Just go our own ways. I know I can't avoid being bitter and resentful. I have such big problems with forgiveness and giving the benefit of the doubt in normal day-to-day life, just living. This is on a whole different level for me, and I am really unsure about the future. I feel like what she got into and the depth she was in, the frequency, the volume of it all, is inexcusable. She has a mental illness with this stuff in my opinion, and that is in no way meant to degrade her, but any reconciliation would bear the requisite of lots of work, counseling, and self-introspection on her behalf. I just don't know if I can't trust anything again. I would greatly appreciate any and all advice or input. Please be kind. Appreciate all of you.